Okay, so now we're going into the increases, the first increases. This is, let me tell you, this is the hardest round you will work in this pattern. It will get a lot easier from there. It is fiddly at first because we have to make increases and we force the fabric to increase rapidly now from a state where it's, you know, it wants to grow just upwards like this, and we force it outwards like this in a diagonal. And the way we do that is we make increases next to the marker, left and right next to the marker, between two existing stitches. So we force out the fabric at specific points, and you can see if I do that, that there is a little hole that appears. So as I said in the beginning, in this round we will have a little gaping at the top. This is expected. We will take care of that later and refine that. Okay, so you're now set up with your yarn in your hand. You have your beginning of your new round. You're working first across your shoulder stitches. So in my example, we're now just following here from size 1 for round 1 and work this round here. So we are asked to do a contrast color increase here and then knit 2 stitches in contrast color. The 2 stitches we have here already, so now we are doing the increase. And we're doing the increase in our contrast color, so we have to pick up the contrast color strand of yarn that runs below. And this is a bit tricky at the first one because it's actually the tail of our cast on. And what we do is we work the increase like this. Whoop. There you have it. So it's a right leaning increase, and this is a bit loose because our thread is still hanging, but we'll sew that in later. It's not a problem. And you can hold it here in the back a bit. And then we knit 2, and then we knit 6 in our color, 4, 5, 6, we knit 2 in our contrast color, 2, and then we're already at the shoulder again. needles than 6 stitches, especially when you go in the round and you work like a magic loop with your needles. Make sure that when you do the magic loop, at the point where you turn, your carried yarn in the back is still long enough. Otherwise, you're bunching up the stitches in the front and it doesn't look even and nice at the end. It can even create some fit issues if your floats are not loose. If you reach this part here, with a lot of stitches of main color being worked, we have to catch the floats, and I will show you how I do that when we get to this stripe. But first I will